On the therapist's couch, finally facing all my demons, screaming in the silence about trauma I've been keeping. Sleeping ain't been easy since my childhood, I've been grieving. Believing I was strong by never showing I was bleeding. On the therapist's couch, peeling back these layers. Prayers couldn't fix me, needed professional repair. Scared to admit I needed help, thought that made me weak. Speaking my truth, now finding strength in being meek. Doctor asked me when's the last time I actually felt safe. Face scrunched up, confused because I never knew that space. Traced my anxiety back to being 6 years old. Told about the shouting matches, holes punched in the wall. Called it normal cause that's all I knew growing up. Throwing up my feelings, learned to swallow trauma young. Strung together coping mechanisms that were toxic. Chronic people pleasing just to keep the peace, exhausting. Crossing boundaries that I should've set a decade back. Attacked myself internally for every small mistake I made. Stayed in situations that was clearly causing harm. Charmed by red flags cause they felt familiar like home. Roamed through relationships, repeating daddy issues. Issues on the table as I'm working through resentment. Sentenced to the cycle till I chose to break the pattern. Shattered my facade, admitted I was barely hanging on. On the therapist's couch, finally facing all my demons, screaming in the silence about trauma I've been keeping. Sleeping ain't been easy since my childhood, I've been grieving. Believing I was strong by never showing I was bleeding. On the therapist's couch, peeling back these layers. Prayers couldn't fix me, needed professional repair. Scared to admit I needed help, thought that made me weak. Speaking my truth, now finding strength in being meek. Unpacked the suitcase full of unprocessed emotions. Ocean deep waters that I never learned to swim in. Been drowning quietly while putting on a smile, while everyone around me thinking I was doing fine. Mind playing tricks, convincing me I'm not enough. Tough exterior masking fear of being truly loved. Shoved down feelings till they manifested physically. Literally, my body kept the score, reflecting critically. My health, my relationships, my peace of mind eroded. Loaded gun pointed at myself through self-destruction. Functioning addiction to success to numb the pain. Champagne couldn't wash away the stains of yesterday. Say I'm strong, but strength is asking for the help you need. Bleed out slowly or address the wound. I chose to heal, real growth uncomfortable, confronting ugly truths. Truth that I'm committed to evolving past my youth. Experiences that shape me but don't have to define me. Kindly, I'm rewriting narratives that used to bind me. Grinding through the mental work, it's harder than the physical. Pivotal moment when I chose me over being palatable. Therapist's couch, finally facing all my demons, screaming in the silence about trauma I've been keeping. Sleeping ain't been easy since my childhood, I've been grieving. Believing I was strong by never showing I was bleeding. On the therapist's couch, peeling back these layers. Prayers couldn't fix me, needed professional repair. Scared to admit I needed help, thought that made me weak. Speaking my truth, now finding strength in being meek. Progress isn't linear, some days I'm still struggling. Juggling triggers that I'm learning to identify. Crying in sessions ain't weakness, it's release. Peace comes from processing, not from putting on a show. Know that inner child needs reassurance that he's safe now. Vow to give him everything I wish I had back then. Friend to myself instead of critic in my head space. Grace from my mistakes instead of shame that weighs me down. Drown no more in sorrow, I'm swimming to the surface. Purpose found in healing, not in hiding from the hurt. Work I'm doing internally reflects externally. Eternity of freedom when you're finally truly free. See me different now, I'm lighter than I've been in years. Tears aren't signs of weakness, they're expressions of what's real. Feel emotions fully instead of numbing them away. Stay present in the moment, that's the gift therapy gave. Saved my life by teaching me I'm worthy of compassion. Passion for my healing is the best investment made. Paid in progress, not perfection, that's the goal I'm chasing. Embracing who I'm becoming, grateful for this therapist couch. On the therapist couch, on the therapist couch. It's a letter to tomorrow. Words I'm writing today. When I'm gone, hope these lessons guide you on your way. Letter to tomorrow, seeds I planted in the clay. Growing in the forest long after I fade away. Dear future generations, reading lines I wrote in darkness, hoping that my struggles spark a light to guide your progress. Honest conversations about the demons that I wrestled. Testaments to times I fell but never settled for less than what I knew I was capable of being. Seeing through the bullshit that society was feeding. Bleeding from the battles but I bandaged my own wounds. Consumed by the mission of creating something true. Choice between the easy and the right ain't always clear. Fear will try to steer you toward familiar, towards safe. Brave the unknown waters, that's where treasure's hiding. Riding riding out the storms teaches more than sunny days. Proud of who you're becoming, not possessions you accumulate experience, memories, connections. Perfection ain't the goal, progression is the journey. Learning from your failures, that's the wisdom I'ma learn. Tomorrow, words I'm writing today. When I'm gone, hope these lessons guide you on your way. Letter to tomorrow, seeds I planted in the clay. Growing in the forest long after I fade away. To my daughter's daughter, reading this in years ahead. Thread of our bloodline stronger than the chains we broke instead. Spread this message, your reality's determined by your focus. Notice how your energy determines what approaches. Closest to your consciousness becomes your lived experience. Serious about my legacy, not money or the fame. Changed my family's surname from struggling to triumph. Violent was the journey, but my spirit stayed intact. Letters full of love from someone you will never meet. Streets that I was raised on paved the way for your ascension. Tension between past and future, present is the gift. Lift each other higher, that's the purpose. It's a letter to tomorrow. Words I'm writing today. When I'm gone, hope these lessons guide you on your way. Letter to tomorrow, seeds I planted in the clay. Growing in the forest long after I fade away. Final words before I close this chapter of existence. Limitless potential locked inside of every human. Choosing to unlock it is the key to evolution. Revolution starts within before it spreads externally. Standing at the finish line of everything I built here. Clear about my purpose, leaving more than just material. Feel me in the sunrise, in the rain, and children's laughter. After I'm long gone, these songs will be my ghost. Most important thing I'm saying, love yourself completely. Deeply flawed but worthy, that's the message, never forget. True success is measured by the peace you cultivate. Change my perspective, made me focus on what's meaningful. Shatter every ceiling that they built to contain you. Pain you feel is temporary, strength you gain is permanent. Free yourself from judgment, love yourself unconditionally. This is my epilogue, but it's your prologue, make it count. To whoever finds this message, your existence matters. Build your own legacy.
Yeah. Coming down, nigga. This the prologue to greatness, listen close to what I'm stating. Decades of dedication, finally getting validation. Prologue to the story that'll echo through the ages. Writing history in ink across 1,000 different pages. This the prologue, introduction to my elevation. From the bottom to the mansion, systematic cultivation. Prologue, showing you the blueprint of my operation. West Coast resurrection, this my formal declaration. Hey yo, I started with a dream in a notebook full of verses. Rehearsing in the mirror, fighting demons and the curses that society placed on kids who came from where I'm from. Slum the penthouse journey, now I'm beating on the drum of success so loud that everybody gotta listen. Glistening with confidence that came from my persistence. Distance that I traveled couldn't measure with a ruler. Cooler under pressure, that's what made me move it smoother. Roll the obstacles they placed to try and stop my progression. Session after session in the booth became my weapon. Stepping into greatness with humility and power. Hour after hour, I've been building up this tower. Shower me with doubt, and I'll return it as ambition. Mission to redefine what they thought was my position. In this game of life, I changed the rules without permission. Incision through the industry with surgical precision. They expected me to fold when the pressure got intense. Dense with information, I'm educating with each sentence. Penance for the struggle, now I'm living what I dreamed. Schemed on my success since I was young, extreme. It's the prologue to greatness, listen close to what I'm stating. Decades of dedication, finally getting validation. Prologue to the story that'll echo through the ages. Writing history in ink across 1,000 different pages. This the prologue, introduction to my elevation. From the bottom to the mansion, systematic cultivation. Prologue, showing you the blueprint of my operation. West Coast resurrection, this my formal declaration. Check it. Every chapter of my life has been a lesson. Blessing in disguise, I'm counting wins without stressing. Pressing forward through adversity with laser focus. Hocus pocus ain't my style, I'm keeping every quotable. Notable, the transformation from the kid with nothing. Bluffing was an option, so I hustle, kept it coming. Stunning how I rose above the circumstances. Giving living proof that dedication mixed with vision can't create a masterpiece from pieces that were broken. Token of appreciation to the OGs who were coaching all the wisdom that they dropped in conversation. Patience was my virtue, now I'm serving up up creation after station, playing tracks across the nation. Celebration of the grind, every milestone I'm embracing. Chasing after legacy, not temporary glory. Story of redemption, every verse a different story. To read or read that, I'm claiming spans from coast to coast. Most important thing I learned is staying true to what I'm about. Shout out to my day ones who believe before the fame came and changed the game, but I remain the same. This the prologue to greatness, listen close to what I'm stating. Decades of dedication, finally getting validation. Prologue to the story that'll echo through the ages, writing history in ink across 1,000 different pages. This the prologue, introduction to my elevation, from the bottom to the mansion, systematic cultivation. Prologue showing you the blueprint of my operation. West Coast resurrection is my form of declaration. Third verse perspective, I'm the author of my destiny. Best of me emerging through the test of adversity. Recipe for success includes some failure and some pain. Rain before the rainbow, that's the nature of the game. Shame on those who doubted what I knew was always possible. Obstacle to obstacle, I conquer what was topical. Logical approach to building empires from the dirt. Worth more than the money is the lessons that I learned. Burn bridges with the fake ones, elevated with the real. Still determination mixed with hunger for the meal. Deal with my own demons while I'm building up my kingdom. Freedom from the struggle, now my options ain't constricted. Addicted to the process of creating something timeless. Mindless entertainment never was my type of style. Why these other trends? I'm building things that transcend. Friend or foe, they know that I'm about to ascend. So another level settling ain't in my vocabulary. Necessary steps I'm taking, making sure my legacy will outlive my physical, spiritual awakening. Making moves in silence while they busy faking.
Midnight executive decisions in the dark. Business on my mind while I'm leaving my mark. Midnight moves, everybody else asleep while they dream, and I'm scheming, planting seeds I'll reap. Midnight executive, contracts on the table, building up my empire stable like a cable. Midnight hustle, grinding while they rest, separating me from all the rest. I'm blessed.
3 a.m. I'm wide awake, reviewing quarterly projections, perfecting my approach to business, making connections. Sections of my portfolio diversified and growing, showing younger hustlers that the seeds they plant worth sowing. Flowing between boardrooms and the studio sessions. Lessons from the streets applied to corporate progression. Blessing every signature I'm placing on these contracts. Contacts in my phone are worth more than my assets. Surpassing expectations that were set for someone like me. Likely to succeed against the odds, they couldn't strike me down with legislation, a systematic oppression. Confession, my obsession is seeing my people progressing to positions of power where decisions getting made. Played the game so well they had to change the rules they laid. Stayed authentic to my roots while adapting to the climate. Private jets and meetings, but my heart's still in the trenches. Inches from the goal line, I've been running this whole time. Dime after dime, building wealth one paradigm at a time. I'm redefining what success looks like. Midnight oil burning bright, I'm an exec on site.
Executive decisions in the dark. Business on my mind while I'm leaving my mark. Midnight moves, everybody else asleep while they dream, and I'm scheming, planting seeds I'll reap. Midnight executive, contracts on the table, building up my empire stable like a cable. Midnight hustle, grinding while they rest, separating me from all the rest. I'm blessed.
Check my calendar, it's packed with opportunities, communities I'm building through strategic unity. Immunity from hate because my work speaks for itself. Wealth accumulated, but I'm focused on my mental health. Stealth mode, how I operate when closing major deals. Real, recognized, real, that's why every venture seals. Appeals to my vision of empowering the culture. Vultures try to take advantage, but I'm smoother than sculpture. Smooth with my negotiations, patient with my planning. Standing at the crossroads, understanding the demanding. Nature of success requires sacrifices daily. Mainly focused on the outcome, not the praise or the payment. Statement of intent delivered through my actions only. Lonely at the top, but that's the price of being OG. Slowly building something that'll last beyond my lifetime. Right time, right place, right mindset. I'm in my prime. Crime to waste the talent that the universe provided. Guided by the ancestors, I'm riding with precision. Decision after decision, creating my position as a titan of industry with street level vision.
Midnight executive decisions in the dark. Business on my mind while I'm leaving my mark. Midnight moves, everybody else asleep while they dream, and I'm scheming, planting seeds I'll reap. Midnight executive and contracts on the table, building up my empire stable like a cable. Midnight hustle, grinding while they rest, separating me from all the rest. I'm blessed.
Final negotiations before the sunrise hits. Splits on the profits calculated to the cent. Spent my whole life preparing for these moments right here. Clear-minded in the chaos, never moving out of fear. Steered a ship through stormy waters. Captain of my fate, late night conference calls, connecting coast to coast debate.
Rate of my expansion has competitors concerned. Earned every opportunity through lessons that I learned. Burned through my 20s learning how the game operates. 30s making moves that generate and demonstrate my ability to balance street smarts with business acumen. Human after all, but moving like I'm superhuman. Consuming information at a rate that's superhuman. Doing more before breakfast than most do in a season. Reason being I was built different from conception. Reception of my legacy depends on my discretion. Bliss this midnight mission. Every signature I'm placing, tracing my ascension from the pavement to the penthouse basement. Replacement for the old guard, I'm the new wave. Truth paved in gold, stories that'll be told forever.
Summer sessions, lessons flowing like the ocean waves. California dreaming, it's the life I made. Summer sessions, lessons learned along the way. From the beach to the booth every single day. Summer vibes, endless nights under starlight. Rolling through the city, feeling everything is alright. Summer sessions, confessions of a dreamer. Living life cleaner, couldn't ask for better either. Hey yo, summertime fine, that's when creativity peaks. Weeks in the studio, creating what the people seek. Speak my truth through melodies and bass that shake the ground. Sound system bumping, while the sun is going down. Crown on my head, but my feet still on the sand. Hand in hand with success, I understand the plan. Man was never meant to stress about the small stuff. Tough times made me tougher, now I'm living large enough to spread love to everybody in my circle. Wide ride or die companions on this journey to the other side. A struggle, we done doubled everything we started with. Part of growth is knowing when to hold and when to quit. Relationships that don't serve me, I let them go. Flow like water around obstacles, that's how I grow. Show appreciation for the blessings that I'm counting. Mountain evidence that patience pays off. No doubt in routes I'm taking lead to destinations unexplored. Stored up wisdom from my elders that I can't ignore. More than money, I'm collecting memories that last. Past the flash of fame, I'm building things with class. Summer sessions, blessings flowing like the ocean waves. California dreaming, this the life I made. Summer sessions, lessons learned along the way. From the beach to the booth every single day. Summer vibes, endless nights under starlight. Rolling through the city, feeling everything is alright. Summer sessions, confessions of a dreamer. Living life cleaner, couldn't ask for better either. Check it, poolside meetings with the team about expansion. Mansion in the hills, but my heart still in the hood standing. Landing major deals while maintaining my composure. Closure on the chapter where I struggled, now I'm older. Wiser with decisions, precision when I'm moving. Proving to myself that everything I touch is proven. Grooving to the rhythm of success and celebration. Patient with creation, never rushing elevation. Station myself properly for maximum impact. Intact is my integrity despite the money stacks. Facts about my journey, it was never overnight. Fight after fight until I finally saw the light. Right opportunities presented when I was ready. Steady in my grind until my hands were no longer empty. Plenty lessons learned about the value of persistence. Distance between dreams and reality consistent. Work and dedication mixed with sprinkles of good timing. Climbing up the ladder while I'm rhyming silver lining. Finding in the struggle every setback taught me something. Bumping through the summer with my people, yeah that's bliss. Missed the days when all we had was dreams and a mixtape. Now we making moves that affect stock price and real estate. Great transformation, but I never lost my essence. Present in the moment, that's my present, my blessing. Summer sessions, blessings flowing like the ocean waves. California dreaming, this the life I made. Summer sessions, lessons learned along the way. From the beach to the booth every single day. Summer vibes, endless nights under starlight. Rolling through the city, feeling everything is alright. Summer sessions, confessions of a dreamer. Living life cleaner, couldn't ask for better either. Third verse, cooling by the water, contemplating gratitude. Attitude adjusted from the struggle to be the tool. Multitude of blessings I done witnessed in my lifetime. Right time to reflect on how I made it through the grind. Mind over matter, scatter seeds and watch them flourish. Nourish relationships that matter, let the fake ones perish. Cherish every sunset, every laugh, every connection. Perfection and imperfection, that's my new direction. Section off some time for meditation and reflection. Infection of negativity won't penetrate my energy. Heavenly the feeling when you're living with intention. Mansion plan secure, but I'm not thinking about retiring. Firing on all cylinders, my empire still expanding. Landing new opportunities, but never taken for granted. The struggle that it took to get me here where I'm at, that's a fact. Summer sessions taught me to relax. Relax and let the universe provide what I've been seeking. Speaking into existence, everything I'm thinking. Linking my ambition with my spiritual awareness. Fairness in the balance, that's the knowledge that I'm sharing. Street professor. Street professor. Teaching lessons that the schools won't. Knowledge from the pavement, this that real, no boredom. Street professor, doctorate in surviving, thriving in conditions where most people barely living. Street professor, educating the masses. Classes held on corners where the real truth passes. Professor from the trenches with a PhD in struggle. Hustle was my major, now I'm teaching on another level. I graduated from the University of Hard Knocks. Learned about economics, watching fiends cop from the block. Stock market education came from watching dealers flip. Strict flip when I applied the knowledge to legitimate business. Witness transformation from a student to a teacher. Preacher of the gospel according to the streets. Yeah, features of my story include failure and redemption. Mentioned in the context of somebody who kept stepping, despite the circumstances that were clearly stacked against me. Essentially, y'all proof that where you're from don't have to be your destination. Education came from observation. Patience meets with hunger and strategic calculation. Hesitation never was an option in my journey. Burning through obstacles like matches to gasoline. Mean streets raised me, what they couldn't contain me. Mainly cause I studied everything they tried to gain me. Explain me younger cats the pitfalls to avoid. Deployed strategies I learned from OGs who employed me in their operations. Teaching me the rules, tools I used today came from the streets, not from the schools. Street professor, teaching lessons that the schools won't. Knowledge from the pavement, just that real, no boredom. Street professor, doctorate in surviving, thriving in conditions where most people barely living. Street professor, educating the masses. Classes held on corners where the real truth passes. Professor from the trenches with a PhD in struggle. Hustle was my major, now I'm teaching on another level. Mathematics came from counting out them bundles. Fumbles became lessons in physics and momentum. Memorandum on my thesis, survival of the smartest. Hardest education is the one that happens in the darkness, where there's no instruction, manual or guidance. Reliance on your instincts and the wisdom of the time. As mile is actually the consequences that you can't reverse. Verse after verse, I'm dropping knowledge like it's epidemic. Epidemic for partners, my people lacking information. Systemic education system built for elimination. Retaliation pulls and form knowledge on the Carters. Starting with the basic, try to think beyond the start. Coining life, life in hand, the pen, the palm. Choose the latter. Matter of fact, I wrote this song to warn you that it's straight to teach you lessons. At a break or make a shake it till you focus, throw they knowledge. Let it shake you, and it's something rated. The statistics they predicted, depicted as a failure before they even got to know you. Drew you that education comes in many different forms. Storms of life become your professors if you come to teach and mention on my comp always includes straight smarts, hard on my curriculum and surviving with your morals intent. Teaching lessons that the schools own. Knowledge from the pavement, just that real, no boredom. Street professor, doctorate in surviving, thriving in conditions where most people barely live in. Street professor, educating the masses. Classes held on corners where the real truth passes. Professor from the trenches with a PhD in struggle. Hustle was my major, now I'm teaching on another. Final lecture coupled with topics of perseverance. Interference from the system can't deter your evolution. Resolution codes from inner strength and determination. Education supplemented by galactic spirit. The serious spot uplifting every student in my class. Careful on the wisdom so they don't repeat my past mistakes, but learn from them instead. Ahead of the curve, nerd to think outside the box. Just society assigned, mind the street for dime. Found them heating in the rough. Stuff they never teach you in conventional institutions. Solutions to the problems that we face in our communities. Opportunities disguised as obstacles I see through. Teach you how to turn it, pain into your power source. Awesome nature when you combine street smarts with brook learning. Burning questions answered by offenses from the payment. Statement of intention. Break the cycle, change the passion. Man, I'm more than money. On my 10 with the possession. Sessions with the straight professor. These my life lessons. Lessons come from struggle if you humble and you listen. Mission is to educate and elevate. That's my tuition. Building generational wealth, that's the mission. Breaking curses with every decision I'm making. Generational wealth, more than just money. Leaving knowledge and power for my family. Generational wealth, changing the trajectory. Let it seize the day that blew for centuries. Wealth beyond measure, legacy eternal. It's for my bloodline, making moves nocturnal. Hey yo, I'm not just getting rich, I'm building dynasties. Properly positioning assets for my family tree. See, wealth ain't just the cash that's sitting in accounts. Amount of wisdom passed along is what really counts. Now it's that I'm moving so my kids don't have to struggle. Hustle in my blood, but I'm creating different options. Adoption of a mindset that extends beyond my lifetime. Right now I'm laying groundwork for generations down the line. Design my empire strategic, pieces placed deliberately, carefully constructing what the ancestors will celebrate. Elevate my people from the trap of poverty. Policy, I'm implementing knowledge, power, property. Quality education, that's the first investment. Blessing every child with opportunities to flourish. Nourish their potential with resources and connections. Protection from the pitfalls that the system often sets. Bets on my bloodline, I'm stacking shits accordingly. Orderly succession plans, nothing left to chance. Advance, my family scanning. With every move I'm making, taking what I learned to package and for future generations. Patient with the process, knowing Rome wasn't built quick. Brick after brick, building something that'll stick around long after I'm gone from this physical plane. Remain next in time as somebody who changed the game. Building generational wealth, that's the mission. Breaking curses with every decision I'm making. Generational wealth, more than just money. Leaving knowledge and power for my family. Check it. Teaching my children about compound interest early. Surely they appreciate the knowledge when they 30. Working on creating multiple streams of income. Outcome financial freedom for generations to come. Some invest in material, I'm focused on foundation. Real estate and businesses that generate creation. A job for my community, that's how we elevate. Together separation tactics I eliminate. Celebrate the wisdom, stay focused on longevity. Brevity ain't in my plans, I think it's centuries. Eventually my grandkids won't remember being broke. Won't go every day with purpose, that's the legacy I made it. Believing in my struggle was the fuel for my children's freedom. Reading broke some finance, also wealth accumulation. Patient with my strategy while hungry for the results. Consult with financial advisors, lawyers keep me protected. Invested in my future by investing in my present. Pleasant knowing that my family won't struggle like I did. Hit from the pockets for real estate events. The professor to my offspring about building wealth together. Whether through education or entrepreneurship, rip on opportunity whenever it appears. Years of struggle turn to joy, do transformation. Dedication to my mission. Generational elevation. Welcome to the Renaissance, rebirth of the West Coast sound. Breaking new ground while respecting what the OGs laid down. Renaissance energy, creativity unbound. From the studio to the streets, that's where legends are found. Welcome to the Renaissance, evolution in motion. Devotion to the craft mixed with strategic promotion. Renaissance mentality, legacy and emotion. From the Pacific to the world, causing worldwide commotion. Hey yo, this introduction to a movement, not a moment. Golden era influence evident in every component. Opponent to mediocrity, my quality's consistent. Persistent with my vision since the day that I enlisted in this war against the whack. Attacking with precision, incision through the industry. My mission, make decisions that'll resonate for decades after I'm gone. Strong catalog of classics that they'll play from dusk to dawn. Yawn intro attempts to replicate my formula. Warn you that I'm coming with that heat to make you uncomfortable. Honorable my intentions, but I'm ruthless with my business. Witness transformation from the struggle to the riches. Switches in my mindset led to progress in my bank account. Amount of dedication can't be measured, no doubt. Shout to everybody who believed before the fame came. Name ringing bells from California to the main stage. Days one of many in the book, I'm steady writing. Fighting through adversity, but style is so inviting. Igniting conversations about West Coast resurgence. Emergence of a new era, feel the urgency, it's hurt. Welcome to the Renaissance, rebirth of the West Coast sound. Breaking new ground while respecting what the OGs laid down. Renaissance energy, creativity unbound. From the studio to the streets, this where legends are found. Welcome to the Renaissance, evolution in motion. Devotion to the craft mixed with strategic promotion. Renaissance mentality, legacy and emotion. From the Pacific to the world, causing world taking hope. I'm the architect designing blueprints for the culture. Vultures tried to take advantage, but I'm smoother than a sculpture. Molded by the pressure into something they can't break. Awaken dawn while competition sleep and wide awake. Take my time perfecting every element I'm touching. Crushing expectations with production that's astounding. Sounding like the future, but respecting all the past. Class in every action, never moving way too fast. Last to speak, but first to lead by my example. Sample from the grace, but add my flavor to the temple. And hip-hop never stop until I reach the pinnacle. Criminal, I go my catalog. It's biblical, typical, and in my nature I'm exceptional with effort. Ever settling for second when the first is but a master. After at the doubters who predicted I would fail. Trail on blazing, got them steady in my every detail. We some barricade for haters, thanks for shopping for excuses. Uses all the efforts, trying hard to reproduce this. Ruthless how I'm moving through the game with no apology. Quality, my policy, honestly, it's private. Welcome to the Renaissance, we birthed the West Coast sound. Wrecking around while respecting what the OGs laid down. Renaissance energy, creativity unbound. From the studio to the streets, it's but legends I found. While I'm to the renaissance, evolution in motion, devotion to the craft, mix it strategic promotion. With substantiality, legacy and emotion. Run up a sticker to the world, causing worldwide commotion. Third verse, I'm asserting my dominance with substance. A burn that's a talent, mix my business sack yummin'. Running through the industry like water finding cracks. Facts about my journey, it was built a hard working track. Stacks of unreleased material, sickening in the vault. Fought to be perfectionist, if that's just how I'm built. Guilt free when I'm dropping, cause I know it's been perfected. Respected by my peers and the ones who I selected. So join me on this journey, learning, earning opposition. Mission to revitalize the culture through precision. Decision through the nonsense, content made with purpose. Service for the art form, never conforming to the circus. Work that's crayons, don't tell me I'm cementing my legacy. Heavily the feeling when you're building your own dynasty. Finally the recognition, imagine on a dedication. Patience paid vividly, it's never faces integration. Without staying grounded, humble in my karma. Some of all my struggles made me someone who don't give up. Get up every morning, but intentions could be greater. Later they remember niggas one who chased the nature off the game forever. Clever with my execution, resolution clear. Here to leave a contribution to the culture that raised me. Blazing trails for the next West Coast renaissance. Pay respect, what you expect?
Yeah. Two minds, one mission. They ain't ready for this. Let's build! Dynasty builders, constructing empires from the ground. Compound interest on our hustle, wealth is what we found. Dynasty builders, legacy is profound. Two kings rising together, wearing the crown. Dynasty builders, establishing the foundation. Patient with creation, dominating every station. Builders, generational elevation. From the bottom to the top, this our declaration. Hey yo, I'm laying bricks for buildings that'll stand 100 years. Clearing out the path for everybody in my sphere. Fear ain't in my vocabulary, legendary how I'm moving, proving that collaboration multiply what you producing, introducing my partner to the world. We're undefeated, seated at the table where decisions are completed. Treated every setback like a setup for a lesson. Blessing in disguise, now we rising with aggression. Progression is our only option. Stopping ain't a thought. Fought through every obstacle they strategically brought. Taught ourselves to gain from observation and experience. Period, mysterious how we made it look so seamless. Dreamless nights turned into empire building mornings. Warning to the competition, we're just getting started. Charted courses that the average never thought about. Clout means nothing when your bankroll got that drought. Shout to my day one. We've been planning this for years. Tears of struggle turned to champagne. We persevered, cleared the path for younger generations following. Swallowing our pride when necessary, that's the policy. Hold up, let me add a strategy behind the vision. While he's out here breaking barriers, I'm making wise decisions. Precision with investments, real estate and equity. Frequently I'm meeting with advisors about longevity. Brevity ain't in our plans, we're thinking centuries. Enemies don't phase us cause I focus on our legacy. Definitely understand the value of alliance. Science of success requires patience mixed with guidance. Kindness to our people while we're building up our fortress. Order through the fakes until we found who really for this. Force of supporters who believe before the money. Funny how the crowd gets bigger when your pocket's looking sunny. But we ain't ever switching, staying loyal to the core. More than just some rappers, we're investors, we explore opportunities and industries beyond the music. Lucid with our thinking, always strategic how we do it. Through it all we maintain no authenticity, simplicity in message, but complexity in delivery. Chivalry ain't dead when you're building with your brother. Another level reach when you're working with each other. Trusting in the process, honestly assessing. Blessing every move we make with careful second guessing. Stressing ain't our style, we handle pressure with composure. Closure on that chapter where we struggle now with dynasty builders. Constructing empires from the ground, compound interest on our hustle. Wealth is what we find. Dynasty builders, legacy is profound. Two kings rising together, wearing the crown. Dynasty builders, establishing the foundation. Patient with creation, dominating every stage. Dynasty builders, generational elevation. From the bottom to the top, this our declaration. Third verse, we're immersed in building something everlasting. Casting visions into reality through persistent action. Traction that we're gaining has them nervous in the boardroom. Warned them we was coming, now we here to make more room. Boom, boom. The sound of doors being kicked open, hoping that our journey serves as blueprint for the hopeless. Focused on the outcome, never dwelling on the process. Honestly, we conquered what they said was impossible. Obstacles we faced would have broken lesser people. Equal in our hunger, but different in our approach. Coach to each other when the pressure getting heavy. Ready for whatever, steady climbing to the levee. Breaking, making waves throughout the whole industry. Synergy, creating chemistry that's undeniable. Liable to take over everything we're touching. Blushing ain't our style, we're just hustling and adjusting. Real talk, everything he said backed by the numbers. Lumber is an option when you're building something greater. Later they'll be studying the moves that we've been making in the kitchen, cooking up the next invasion. Patience with our planning, but aggressive in execution. Resolution crystal clear, we're building institutions that'll outlive us both and benefit our children's children. Building isn't instant, but the vision we fulfilling, willing to put in work that others overlook or skip. Trip through life together, never letting friendship slip. Grip tight on our morals while we're climbing to the peak. Speak truth to each other, that's the Grandfather's Rolex, sitting heavy on my wrist. Not the gold that matters, it's the stories that persist. Timepiece from a man who worked his fingers to the bone. Every tick reminds me I ain't never walking this alone. Handed down through bloodlines, symbols of survival. Every scratch upon the glass is proof of our arrival. From the cotton fields to corporate deals within 3 generations. Grandfather's Rolex, ticking through the transformation. 1947, he was 17 and broke. Tobacco stained fingers, every morning he awoke before the roosters crow. Walking 7 miles to work, jerking sodas at the drugstore, dealing with the racist smirk. Saved up for 2 years just to buy this piece of time. Shined it every Sunday right before the church bells chime. Dying on dreams and slim hope, raising 3 kids alone. Mama left when times got hard, he turned that house into a home. Sewn patches on our clothes, but his watch stayed immaculate. Passionate about teaching us that time is what you make of it. Accurate the seconds, boy, but legacy's eternal. Journal all your moments, cause your story's not external. He'd say while winding it, reminding me that black folks had to fight for every second that the world tried to revoke. Broke chains not with anger, but with stubborn, quiet grace. Placed this on my wrist before we left this earthly space. Grandfather's Rolex, sitting heavy on my wrist. Not the gold that matters, it's the stories that persist. Timepiece from a man who worked his fingers to the bone. Every tick reminds me I ain't never walking this alone. Handed down through bloodlines, symbols of survival. Every scratch upon the glass is proof of our arrival. From the cotton fields to corporate deals within 3 generations. Grandfather's Rolex, ticking through the transformation. Now I'm sitting in these boardrooms negotiating million. Villains wearing suits trying to test my business dealings. Feelings of imposter syndrome creeping in my thoughts. Fought back, tears remembering the battles Grandpa fought. Bought my freedom with education and determination. Station wagon to a Benz, but I remember separation between privilege and my people still trapped in situations. Complications of a system built on my ancestors' enslavement. Pavement that I'm walking on was built by callous hands. Plans I'm making now because of sacrifices of my clan. Man looks at my wrist and sees expensive jewelry piece I get from knowing that my grandpa finally rest in peace. He sees through my eyes every contract that I'm signing. Timing of my success aligns with this perfect timing. Climbing up this ladder that he built with his 2 hands. Grand designs for generations, now I understand. Grandfather's Rolex, sitting heavy on my wrist. Not the gold that matters, it's the stories that persist. Timepiece from a man who worked his fingers to the bone. Every tick reminds me I ain't never walking this alone. Handed down through bloodlines, symbols of survival. Every scratch upon the glass is proof of our arrival. From the cotton fields to corporate deals within 3 generations. Grandfather's Rolex, ticking through the transformation. Recently my daughter asked me about the watch I'm wearing. Staring at the gold with questions in her innocent eyes. Lies ain't what I'm serving, so I told her about a great grandfather. Rather than material, I taught about his character barrier. He broke down just by showing up each day. Played the long game when the odds were stacked against his play. Stayed committed to his family even when the world was cold. So his dignity was never option. Kept his soul whole. Generations benefited from his steadfast nature. Patience that he practiced now provides my daughter's future. Told her on values that transcend the monetary. Temporary wealth means nothing when your story's legendary. Scary how we almost lost these narratives to time. Crime will be forgetting where we came from. That's why I wind this Rolex daily. Tell these stories to my seed. Breed a generation that remembers how we freed ourselves from mental slavery through education, elevation, dedication to the struggle, humble through the celebration. Grandfather's Rolex symbolizes triumph over tribulation. Ticking through the ages, I feel your documentation.